According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
やってるね。
He's here.
誰だ？
Be
やって
careful,
ますよ。
47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to
フォー
follow.
ルアウト来なくてわしもデッドライブしてる。
Not a trap.
ってことは、
An invitation.
木原さんか。
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way,
てか
47.
ライブ中じゃん。
And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us,
Oh.
shaped us into killers for Providence.
Spider-Man
You don't remember
DLC
they
に弾
ripped
出
it
た
out
ん
of
だ
you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
そうだよ。
DVD ライブしてる。そうだよな、
You're a
DVD。
terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know. It's
じゃあ森に迷い込んでくる
You
ね
never。miss your mark
Just
or
so-
question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
あ、間違った。よいしょ。
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys.
So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident.
The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly.
As were all the neighbors.
My men did what needed to be done.
It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
よし。
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered Plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
さあ、やっていきますか。
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
スーツかい。
47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information you need. Good luck.
どこ？うん、なるほどね。
Sir, this is a
おお、この先
restricted
行け。あ、
area.
じゃあそっちでしょいけない。うん。オッケーオッケ
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house tour. I want to eat it.
ー。最高のマフィンとか書いてる。なんか結構毒仕込んでとかありそうだ。
I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce them.
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to...
License, okay?
Standard procedure. Dump the hole, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked at YouTube's guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
YouTube で調べれば。
Honey, it's me.
がっつり不法侵入しちゃった。
A lawsuit between Janus and another resident. Might be a good place to start your investigation into Janus's life, 47. I suggest you look closer at this James Batty fellow.
どっちが楽かな。
I thought this was supposed to be a quiet Saturday, but there are just so many letters. I got a package for Batty as well. Did you know he was engaged in a lawsuit against Janus, that old Russian guy I talked about?
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty at number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at the bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing. Helen gives away muffins, and you're helping deliver packages. What a day!
最高の日だって。うん。とりあえず壊していくか。反対側ちょうど。めっちゃメインストーリーにつけんな。賢者キープアウトとか書いてあるね。
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him to use the poison, but
Whoo! ここ行けるんじゃねえの？訴状はどこですか？訴状をこれですか？
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
だから向こうに行くのは超難しいような気がするんですけど。いけるのか？お邪魔しました。よいしょ。そこにもカメラなかったっけ今。ほっ。
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just leave you to it.
Central, we're all good here. Out.
Jeez.
それはバレますよね。それはバレるよね。それはバレますよね。相当バックさせられた今。14時49分。おお、相当バックさせられてるよ。もう手伝ってやるよ。
Honey, it's me. You called?
Yes, I know. Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so...
早く荷物よこせよ。
That's what I really love about this place.
No problem.
さ
What
あ
do you
行ってや
need?
るよ。
Well,
バイバイ。
I'm running off.
しまった。違う、これじゃない。ストーリーミッションこっちに変えてと。よいしょ。
Oddball nurse is at it again.
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early. Chat with the bird. You know what I like about you? Hmm.
あー、なんか欲しいもの系はなかったな。ほらよ。いや、毒があればな。催涙系の毒があればな、もっと楽にあそこ行けるんだけどな。ピンポーン。お荷物でーす。
Exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him use his